So for example, when you're automating, you have this here, and let's say I want to automate this part here, and then I'll just use these knobs here. These up knobs means that this is enabled effect, and it's gonna sound like this. This is some kind of intro. Maybe you can put also some kind of like a voice or more sounds here, but we use this on the master, right? That means like we are automating everything. Then maybe we can use some reverse part here. Then maybe you can use some like fixes here. Also, then you can always use more automations to make it even more like a, slightly like fade in, fade out. For example, what will happen if I use this EQ here, like this, and maybe do like this. Like I want to make it like a fade in, fade out, like this. And then I'll have two automations here. Maybe I can go up, whatever. I mean, whatever you want to do, maybe something like this. Now we are automating everything. You can always like put some like a FX reverse and stuff here to make it like a little different. But this is also a very cool tip and trick to work automations. And the thing is, you can use everything here, right? But you can also do for making a beat drop, you can maybe use delay or any other. Let's say I want to use delay this time. We can always automate delays. For example, like this. It's gonna be too much, but never mind. I just want to show you an example. So I want to automate only last bar here when the beat drops, for example, like this. So I'll just drag this here, and then say I want to, we have 8 bars here, right? And then let's say I just want to automate this last bar here. So I'm about to do this, maybe something like this. Also when you are working with delays here, let's see what will happen if I do this sharp line here. Let's see what will happen. I think it will stop, but if I extend this like this, I think delay will be played to this part here, to this last point. So let's see. So let's say I want to automate this, and I have to have like a beat drop, something like this. So this is also, now we are, this automation is probably like the arrangement class, right? So let's say we have got the beat wave, right? No delay effect now. And then you got this part here to make it different. Also, this can be used like for any type of your you can even paste this, put this into the middle of the beat. For example, this part here. Of course, this is too much, but all you have to do is to find the perfect place to do it, and you want probably maybe use delay here. So this is one of the the basic things. You don't always have to automate the full bar. You can just automate the one section of the beat, like one millisecond, 1 second of the beat. Also, you don't have to automate. I usually, when I was automating the beats, I usually do it on the master. With that, just I don't use the automation.
If you don't want to have it on the master, like if you want the drums to rock, then you just put it on like the melody or something.
Yeah.
Whatever effect that you want to.
Now, if you want to use anything, maybe I want to automate only hi-hats. So then I'm about to add reverb on these hi-hats. Then let's say I want to add reverb on this, maybe 4 bars of the beat, maybe this part here. Automations are used like a lot of, you can see a tons of automations when you're working with the EDM and all that stuff, because those transitions are crazy.
Yeah,
and they have
the subtle sounds is what makes the difference. Yeah.
For example, I want to automate this part, and then I'll just switch back. But you always want to try the perfect space, that will work. I would say when you have too much, when you have maybe 2 or 3 melodies, you can always combine the melodies. I have only one melody here, right? let's say, for example, if I make this unique, I just want to pitch this up. And for example, like this. And then let's say,
Ooh.
that sounds fire, right?
Yeah.
But let's
Like
say
that,
I want to
for the
use this
chorus
part.
part or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Then let's say I want to automate this part here. Maybe you can use automations on this part here, or maybe you can just use the volumes, right? So maybe you want to just adjust to add a little bit of this, pitch the melody, and then you have like a automate this part, for example. Okay, you are just like going slowly up. And then you can make some change. For example, you can always use this part maybe for the intro. I think this part is gonna be like I think this part would be like a super dope for intro, for example, like this. I'm gonna like combine these two parts here. For example, let's say I like this part here, for example, right? And then I want to add, okay, this is the second. Let me find another one. Let's go on the 13 here. And then let's say this sounds fire. I want to maybe add a little bit delay on this one, like to make it, a little bit more. So I want to like add one more automation on this counter melody here to make it a little bit different. So about add delay, just random, create automation for the delay. I'll just go to the beginning here, and then I'll just automate some part of the beat that's what you can do for your beats. And let's say I want to, maybe delay this part here. Let's see how this will sound. I'm not sure, but let's hear it. So you can always see, you heard that, maybe you can, and you can see here how this these volumes, so you can hear how much this is going. If I put this up more, it's too much. Maybe you can add half time here, this is also maybe like a very cool to make like a bigger intro, if you want to make like a intro with 16 bars, for example, I can have this. So for example, I have 12 seconds on phone intro, and I have more 12 seconds, but a little bit different, so intro won't be boring. So let's say I want to have this part, and I have this halftime part. This can be also like very cool for an outro, for example. I will use this definitely for outro. And then I have the beat. And then what you can also do, for example, I can export some of the sounds here. For example, let's say I want to, say what?
I'm sorry.
So I want to export some of the sounds here, right? So I'll do that for the 3 sounds here. And then I have this, we are still working on the intro. So you can see how much there's like a job to do for an intro. And I'm about to drag these exported sounds, and I want to automate each sound with the volume. So I want to do this, automate, volume down, create automation, volume down, create automation, volume down. So I'll have a little bit intro with the starting sounds, something like this. So you can use this, or you can even add more details here. So as you can see now how this intro looks much different here. To drag all these, so these blue stuff are only automations here. The beat is going, maybe you can add some automations in the middle of the beat. But as I said, okay, that's the last part. I forgot to put equalizer here. But this is the part. So there's some special parts when you're working with the automations. Usually, when you hear the song, right? So usually all songs have a verse, hook, pre-hook, and stuff. And when that first phase go, so let's say this is the verse 1, verse 2, hook, and that's finished. And then you are switching back to another part of the song, which is again verse 4, verse 3, and there's like a hook. And then at the last pre-hook, always like phrasing like all the songs, you can hear some automations, some kind of a difference here. So it's gonna be like this. I'm about to automate this part here.